Hello everybody. It's Naja here, and today I decided to sit in front of my camera when I only have approximately about 30 minutes before I have to start another project. But it was on my spirit again today to get in front of my camera, and this time to discuss with you some very important ways of showing you, not just telling you, but showing you what you should do, how it should be done, so that you can start to change your mindset. Changing your mindset is the most important part of growth in your business, in your personal life, in your fitness goals, whatever your goal is. So I wanted to let you guys actually hear the affirmations that I listen to whenever I'm driving on YouTube. And when I'm not listening to those, I'm also studying. There's an abundance of information that's available to all of us on YouTube. And so you can utilize those workshops that have been taped, where it's audio recordings of so many different wonderful teachers, specifically like Brian Tracy. I've taken notes from one of his workshops, and it's amazing. The skills that he has on helping others to become the best them is amazing. So that we can get directly into it, I want to start off with letting you guys hear the affirmations, and I'm actually going to place them in the description box, the link to that YouTube video, so that when you guys are driving, or if you are sitting and you're doing nothing but watching television, I want you to stand up. I want you to walk and pace the floor while you listen to these affirmations. Not just listen to them, but repeat them. All right, these affirmations basically go on for 30 minutes long, but what I'm going to do is just let you hear the I think it's maybe 5 or 6 affirmations that are said until it starts to repeat itself, and then I will go into the other little tidbits I have for you today. All right, so I'm going to play them. I have it on my Bluetooth so that you can hear it, and I'm going to repeat it as I'm saying it so that you guys can understand how you should listen and repeat. Listen and repeat.
I am a successful
child of God. I draw upon my God-given talents and abilities to reach my goals. I am so happy and grateful now that money is coming into my life from multiple sources in increasing quantities on a continuous basis. Wonderful new opportunities are opening up for me to use my unique creative skills and abilities. I am acting with confidence on the inspirations the universe sends me. I am successful at whatever I choose to do. I am receiving abundant blessings now through all channels, expected and unexpected. I am attracting more income daily with the help of the universe. I thank the universe for all that I receive. I am now attracting people who are helping me achieve success in all areas of my life. Very key. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me. There is a huge demand for my particular skills and abilities. My work is enjoyable and fulfilling, and I am appreciated. My desire to achieve my life's work and my belief in myself attracts all those who can help me to realize my dreams for myself and humanity. There is more than enough love, support, time, energy for me to acquire all I need to fulfill my destiny. Because I want to help others, I know that others want to help me. I easily accept their help and support. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens, allowing God to express through me His perfect love, peace, and wisdom. Okay, so those are the affirmations that are said, and then she starts to repeat them over and over and over again for 30 minutes. It is awesome and amazing to say those types of affirmations and then continuously repeat them. When you repeat them over and over again, you kind of get it into your spirit a little bit more than just saying the affirmation one time. All right, so that's what I practice in the car sometimes I will play it on my Bluetooth and I will walk through the house and I'll say them, or I will walk with my book of affirmations and I will repeat those as well. All right. So get in the habit. Let's get in the habit of hearing those things, believing those things. Put yourself in the position to be around people who also believe the same things. You cannot place those types of seeds into your spirit and then you leave and you go and hang out with someone who does not practice the same beliefs and who does not uplift you and that does not have that uses the law of attraction and live in love and showing love for everything. You need to surround yourself with people who are doing the same thing. You have to build yourself up before you can try and bring someone else in to do what you're doing. All right. As a beginner, you need to build that backbone and that strength in what you're doing first so that nothing or no one can pull you away and separate you from it. Get to that place first before you worry about trying to help someone else. All right, so really quickly, I'm going to go through some of my notes from the workshop that I listened to. I will put the link in the description for his video so that you can listen to it more in depth. I think it's about 45 minutes long. It's amazing information. I'm hoping that I can definitely find that video and get the link for you guys because I took these notes several weeks ago. All right, so first of all, get in the habit of telling your story. Okay, we all have a story. And each of our individual stories are significant because they're our story. It's literally a part of our makeup. Okay, we've all been through something in our lives to even want to direct our lives into a more productive and positive space, right? So get in the habit of using your story and not being afraid to share your story because you never know who your story might affect and who it can actually help. All right, and you want to ask other successful people. Ask other successful people what they are doing, okay? So that you can do the same thing. All right, you don't want to be concerned about whether or not this person is going to give you any information. You won't know until you ask. A closed mouth does not get fed. Ask them, all right, because success leaves tracks. And if it leaves tracks, that means you can follow those tracks to get the same success. And who knows, you might even bypass them just by using the information that they can give you so that you're not a hamster on a wheel, trying your best to get to where they are and making those mistakes that they may have already made. Utilize those people. Everybody is not going to help you, but a lot of them will. So don't be afraid to ask. All right. Nature, one thing you need to understand, okay? Nature doesn't care who you are. Everybody has the ability to be successful. It doesn't matter if you're tall, short, black, white, male, or female. Nature does not care who you are. It's not going to say that because you're this person, you're not qualified for success. If one person can do it, so can you. All right. So one person you may notice that's doing the same thing that you're doing, but you may notice that they've catapulted and they've actually grown their business and their success in life in general to a whole nother level and bypassed you. But yet your skill might be better than theirs. You know why? The reason is because they have used and utilized a proven success method. All right. That's the only difference. They follow a proven success method. And that is the reason why they are more successful in a certain area than you are. So you have to be not timid and afraid to ask people for tips. Okay, and nothing works the first time. Let's remember that. It takes 5 to 7 years for most things to become a success, specifically in business. We're not talking about personal goals. We're talking about business and entrepreneurial goals. It takes about 5 to 7 years to achieve mastery in your skill. Time is going to go and it's going to pass anyway. All right. So let's not focus on how long it may take. focus on where you're wanting to go. All right, it's gonna pass anyway. All right, so to achieve something that you've never done before, you must become the person that you've never been before. Remember that. That is so vital. You cannot achieve something that you've never achieved before and still be the same person. There's a part of you that has to die. There's a part of you that has to grow up and that has to become more knowledgeable. All right, so you have to become a totally different person to see something that you've never seen before. And this is a part of that growth, is developing your mindset. Develop your mindset so that you can see those things. One thing I want you to understand, and this is the very honest to God truth, all skills are learnable. And you may just be one skill, just one skill away from doubling or tripling your income. Think about that. You might just be one skill from doubling or tripling your income. It may be something that you're already doing, but in order to master that skill, you may need to learn other things to add on to that. That will help to advance and really boost what you're already doing. All right? Okay, one thing that's very important is that you need to dream big dreams. Dream big dreams. Don't cut yourself short by having dreams that are too easy to obtain. Dream big dreams, dreams that you probably could really never have ever imagined how it can happen. And you need to imagine yourself with the perfect life, the perfect business, the perfect contacts. And if your life was perfect in 5 years, what would it be like? Imagine that. Think about that. Focus on that. Meditate on that. Imagine it. This is the starting point for having success, because how that makes you feel is what brings those things into the universe for you. And it helps the magnetic field start to react. How you're feeling sends out energy, sends out vibrations. And if you're thinking about what you want and how great your life would be if you had it in the next 5 years, that will start to actually work in your favor. The universe will start working in your favor, and those things will start to shift and move in your favor. I want you guys to create a goal list. When you create a goal list, you begin to activate the law of attraction, because now it's in your psyche. Those things that you want, those things that you need, that you desire, they're now in the forefront of your mind because you've written them down. When you do that, you start activating the law of attraction. A few important things to remember that I wrote down is to make sure that you do what you love. Do what you love to do. Okay, make sure that you love what you're doing on a daily basis in reference to your business. If it makes you happy, and if you don't feel like you're working, then you will always work to advance it. If it's something you love, and it's something that you can go and do 12 to 14 hours a day and you don't even feel like you're working, you're gonna always think of things and do things to advance that business or that skill or whatever it may be. You need to commit to excellence. All right? All successful people commit to excellence, and they are good at what they do, and they love what they do, and it develops more confidence in themselves. All right? If you love what you do, you're going to want to be at the top 10 of those people that are providing that service or that has that business or whatever it is. You're going to want to be the best within the top 10 of what you're doing. So if you're not wanting to be the top 10 of what you're doing, then you actually are just wasting time. Focus on what you love, start moving in that direction, and start working toward that goal. Okay, so the next thing is making sure that you are developing your skill. You must develop your skill, okay? The skills that we have have a shelf life of about 2 years. All right, because things are constantly changing. Things are constantly growing. Things are constantly evolving. Look how things are growing in the technology area. How things are constantly growing with our cell phones. We're always getting updates. There's always a new iPhone or a new Galaxy, Samsung. Can you imagine if there was a cell phone company that was trying to keep up with those two top companies and they didn't develop anything new within 2 years? They didn't add anything within 2 years. They would be very, very behind. And it's the same thing with us in our skill set. We have to continue to develop our knowledge in the skill set that we're working in. All right, so one thing that I can tell you is that most successful people read at least 30 to 60 minutes a day in their skill. So with me and what I do, I would basically have to either read online, go to the library, read up on whatever it is that's in reference to beauty and skincare and makeup, anything in reference to that field. I should be reading and advancing what I know by reading about it 30 to 60 minutes a day. Whether it's before you go to bed or during your lunch break, take that time. Get those books, purchase an ebook, and start reading in your field. If it's marketing, there is a million marketing books out there. Start utilizing what's available to you and teach yourself. You need to see yourself as self-employed. See yourself as self-employed. You need to develop clear and a clear sense of direction. And you need to become goal-oriented. All right, you need to be able to motivate yourself. If you're not self-motivated, you need to find different things that will help to motivate you every day so that once you get a clear sense of direction and become goal-oriented and you have that self-motivation, or if you have a friend or family member that may be a motivator for you, find whatever works best for you. But you have to find ways to motivate yourself on a daily basis so that you can start working towards your goals. You know, a lot of people, I hear them say they have a fear of failure. They have a fear of failure, and that's the reason why they don't take those steps towards advancing themselves or starting their own business or going after their dreams. And you know what? Because of that, there are a lot of dreams, a lot of goals, and there is millions of dollars worth of ideas in the graveyard. Because so many people die without even trying. They die without even trying. All right? Remember this. It's not the fear of failure. Okay? It should not be the fear of failure. And the reason is because failure is not failure at all. Failure are lessons. Failure is what helps to develop you. Failure is feedback. Failure makes you smarter, and you start to do more and more things correctly. The more you fail, the more you learn, the more you know what not to do again. So it makes you smarter. I can remember that I used to be very, very afraid of failing, or very, very afraid of someone not being accepting of me, and it being a part of the reason why I wouldn't catapult in my business. When you have to understand that I know that social media and popularity is really huge right now, when we shouldn't worry about being popular. We should worry about being successful, because we can have very, very lucrative businesses without being popular and have real clients, not just people that follow us. And that is my goal, is to have clientele, not just people that say, oh, she's pretty and she has pretty makeup, or she, is a great motivational person, but they really don't take you seriously. They really don't take you seriously enough to follow in your footsteps, ask you questions, come to your classes, and actually learn from you. Okay, so my last little tidbit for today is to remember, and this is very key. People will always say, I can't afford it. I can't afford that $2,500 class to advance my skill, even though that $25 worth of knowledge could potentially award them $50,000 extra on their income, on their salary. Or I can't afford to pay $150 to learn how to beautify my own face and do my own makeup. When as a businesswoman, how you look and how you appear to people means a lot to people. So learning how to present yourself in business will actually help to bring you more business. So remember that when people say that you can't afford it, you can't afford not to. If you want your business to grow, you have to continue to advance your skill. Always advance your skill. All right? So I'm so glad that I was able to come to you guys and sit and calmly express these things to you. And I hope that the things that I did share were helpful to you. And I did put those links in the description box. Please take the time to go and listen to them yourselves and practice it. And if there's any questions that I can answer for you guys, I will greatly respond to you immediately. Thank you guys again for another video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one, and it will be beauty related. Have a good one.